Hey y'all, I'm Rylan. Welcome to my channel. I am here in California with my bestie staijah. I literally talk about her in every single video and on every single live show that I do, but I'm here with her. And we went book shopping a little bit ago and we bought each other a book. So I just gave her her book and she opened it up and she's gonna read it and vlog it, and she got me a book and I'm going to open it right now, and this is going to be a reading vlog for this book. So I'm supposed to close my eyes right now. She's very scared. I'm kind of scared, but I was also scared about her book, so oh gosh.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
Okay, I cannot tell you what it is by anything here. Okay. All right, are you ready?
Yes. No.
Okay, The Neighbor's Secret. I have heard of this one before, but yes. I haven't read it.
Okay,
Cottonwood Estates.
Yeah, it's
Perfect
like,
Place to Raise Children.
There's a book club, and they're trying to keep secrets within their book club. That's all
cool.
I know.
Okay, cool. Well, this is the book that staijah got me. I'm very excited to read it. She says that they were very short chapters, yes. So that should be very nice.
I think there's some mixed media too.
Oh, perfect. We love that. All right, well, I'm going to be vlogging this. I'll update y'all every 25% probably with my thoughts on it. staijah, hopefully I love it. She's scared that I'm not going to love it.
I'm nervous.
But it won't change our friendship if I don't. So I'll update y'all whenever I get to 25%. This book has terrible ratings on Goodreads overall, and I guess by terrible I mean less than 3.5 stars, which I don't know, I feel like I don't see super often, at least with the books that I read. But so far at least I am very intrigued by The Neighbor's Secret. The Neighbor's Secret, yeah. It kind of sounds like there are multiple neighbors who have secrets, but this is implying that there's just one neighbor who has a secret. So I'll be curious to see which neighbor we end up focusing on, because right now we're swapping between 3 different POVs from different moms in this neighborhood, 2 of whom are in this book club, and then 1 of whom is kind of an outsider because of something that happened in her past. She kind of just keeps herself locked up at home. And as of right now, she's not a part of the book club. She has very little interaction with the members of the book club, but probably she's gonna start going soon. And I'm gonna guess that this is when the mystery and the secrets start coming out, because there's one character that we follow who definitely has a secret regarding this outcast of a character and her family, but the other character whose perspective we also follow also seems to have some secrets about her children, and I don't know how that is going to end up playing out with the rest of the plot. So I'm very curious to continue going into this one. I hope to get to 50% tonight. I do have the audiobook, which always helps me get through books a lot faster, but I guess I'll just kind of read the back to kind of help with my synopsis. That's not super great, but so Lena is the outcast in this neighborhood. Something happened to her family 15 years ago in a tragic accident, and she will never admit otherwise. Devoted mother Annie, who is another perspective that we follow, doesn't acknowledge even to herself the weight of a past shame, and Jen, who is the third perspective that we follow, wants friends but worries about her troubled son. When increasingly violent acts of vandalism target the book club members, they'll go to any lengths to keep their secrets and protect their children, even if that means someone has to die. Well, okay then. Things seem to escalate at some point in this book, and I cannot wait. But yeah, that's this one so far. I'm very entertained. I'm excited to keep going. Hopefully it will live up to what the introduction, like the start of the book, has laid the foundation for, but we will see. But yeah, that's this one. Yay! I'll update y'all at some point again later this week with a 50% update. It should be a very quick read. Staijah and I are hoping to get this video up, our respective videos up, within the next couple of weeks, so fingers crossed I end up being able to find the time to continue with it, just with school starting up and things like that. But I'm not super worried about it, so hopefully all will be fine. But that's all that I have for this first update. I'll hopefully have a better update at 50% once I'm more into it. I am only on page 68, so nothing super crazy has happened yet, but I do have high expectations or high hopes for the rest of the book. But yeah, I'll go ahead and update y'all whenever I get to 50%. I feel like this vlog is just going to be terrible, but I did reach 50%. It is the same day. It's just like, I don't know, 2.5 hours later, or 2.5 hours since my last update, and I have reached the 50% mark. I just listened to the audiobook while I made muffins, and then I made brownies, and then I was making my lunch for tomorrow. So I am officially 50% of the way through the book, which is 141 pages in. This really is not a long book, which I very much appreciate Staijah picking out for me. Very much a fan of the shorter books versus the longer ones, and this book is definitely like in my preferred reading length, but we're still having fun with it. The secrets are definitely starting to like come out more, not between the characters, but between the narrator, or I guess like the protagonists or the POVs and the readers. So like in Lena's chapters, she is the outcast of the group, of the neighborhood. We are starting to learn more about her past, but the people around her in the story are not yet understanding the truth about a lot of things that have happened, which I don't know, I love. I feel like these characters could very much be considered unlikable. They're not awful ladies. Like, I've read thrillers that have like worse main characters who are just like more dramatic, but I feel like these is kind of be maybe not unlikable, but more unreliable. These are very much all unreliable characters, which I don't think it's a secret that I love to see in thrillers. So I hope that we get to like continue playing that game of like trying to figure out what's real and what's not in this book. I don't quite know why it has not great ratings on Goodreads, but hopefully I'll figure that out soon. But I mean, as of right now, like, I'm enjoying it a lot, so I don't know obviously what's gonna happen that could change that enjoyment of the book, but so far it's still very entertaining. It's very dramatic. I love small town communities with lots of secrets and drama between them, like between the people within the community, and I can't wait to like keep watching, or I guess listening to where this one goes. So I'll update y'all again. Probably I have class tomorrow night, so I'll probably really update y'all on Wednesday after work with my next update. I should be able to get to 75% tomorrow while I get ready for class, but it is very addicting and I can't wait to keep going with it. So far so good, Staijah. Hopefully it stays that way. I got to 75% while I was at work today, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to lose interest a little bit. I feel like we're just talking about a lot of things without like a ton of action actually happening between the characters, and apparently like we have foreshadowing, or like an unknown narrator, not foreshadowing. We have an unknown narrator talking about a murder that has just happened. But like in the present time with our three main POVs, there's nothing super exciting happening. They're really just ladies in a book club. I mean, they've got their secrets, but like there's no current time plot or action happening. I feel like it's mostly just character development and reveals at this point. So I'm hoping that we get some action. I mean, we have to. I've got less than 100 pages left. Surely we're gonna have a climax in this book with some murder or some stabbing or some blood somewhere, and then I'll be back on track. Because I really am, like, I was enjoying this book a lot and I still am liking it, but if we don't get anything exciting happening soon, I won't end up falling in love with it. Like, I won't end up giving it a super high rating, or like as high as I thought I would end up giving it as I was heading along in the book, but we'll see what ends up happening. a lot could change in 70 pages-ish, 70-ish pages. So fingers crossed, something does change, because I need some murder to happen ASAP. So I'll update y'all one final time once I finish the book. Fingers crossed we get something good, like please. And I'll give this book, I don't know, like up until this point, like it was leaning 4.5 stars because I was really enjoying it and very much addicted to the drama. But if nothing else picks up at this point, it might be dropping down to a 3.5 or 4-star book. So we will see, but I'll talk to y'all again whenever I finish the book. In what might be an not unexpected turn of events, but I mean maybe kind of, just based off the overall rating that this book tends to have with people, as well as my current thoughts at the time that I was at 75% of this book. I am very happy to say that I ended up rating The Neighbor's Secret 5 stars. Let me go grab my book really fast to show it to y'all one more time, but 5-star read. I ended up absolutely loving this one. I'm honestly just such a fan of small towns, drama, unlikable women, unlikable children, that like this one just, it was set up for success for me personally. But during the last 50-60 pages or so, I could not stop like gasping, and like my mouth was dropping open at certain parts, because the predictions that I was making in my head were not at all what ended up playing out in the plot of the book. And I honestly had a fantastic time wrapping this one up. I was a little bit hesitant, like I said before, at 75% when nothing super crazy was happening, but man, things came together in that last quarter of the book. And I'm so excited to say that staijah, you picked a fantastic book. I thought I was going to like it just based off the synopsis, but wow. My rating of this one is very unpopular, I feel like, compared to a lot of other ratings on Goodreads. And I know that not everybody loves every book, but most of the reviews that I've seen for it are not that great. So I was a little bit nervous, but again, 5 stars. I loved it. And it's not super common that I give books 5 stars. So that says a lot to the turns that this book ended up taking. That just truly like surprised me. They were so unexpected. And I was honestly just like, wow. So 5 stars for this book. Very much a success. I'm so glad that staijah picked this one out for me to read when we were together in California a couple weekends ago. And I'm so glad that I was able to fly through it so quickly, but at the same time enjoy it for her. I hope she sees this and also wants to read it after knowing that I loved it as well. But yeah, that is this book. I finished it. 5 stars, amazing, very quick read. The text on the pages is super small, but I had the audiobook, which helped. And by the end of the book, some of the chapters were like 2 pages long, which again was super nice. So yay, glad this book is done. Glad I was able to wrap this vlog up. I was a little bit nervous about getting to this one based on like our schedule that we had set up for videos to upload that we had started or filmed together, but it was not a problem at all because I was just so addicted to this book and finding out what happened with all of our mothers and their children and things like that. So yeah, that's this vlog. Yay! I'm very nervous to see what staijah ends up thinking of the book that she is reading for her vlog, where I picked out a book for her. You might have seen clips at the beginning of this video where I was browsing trying to pick what she would end up reading for her vlog, but I'm not sure what her thoughts are on it at all currently. So fingers crossed she ends up loving it. I'm excited to watch her vlog as well. But yeah, that's all that I have for y'all for today. Make sure that you go watch her vlog as well. I do want to mention that. I'll have it in the description down below. Make sure you go watch it and hear all of her thoughts on the thriller that I ended up picking out for her. If you've read this book, feel free to comment down below and let me know your thoughts on it. I personally loved it and would love to read more by this author, to be honest, if they have anything else published. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this one if you've read it. Content warnings for this book as well do include murder, pedophilia, I guess I would consider it, car accident, loss of loved one, alcoholism kind of, or like drunken disorder. Yes, I'll have a full list though in the description down below in case I missed any, but that seems to be all of them that I can think of at the moment. But just in case I missed any, again, full list in the description down below. But yeah, that's all that I have for this vlog, for real. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.